Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 11 coming soon. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just watched The Upside, and it stars Bryan Cranston, Kevin Hart, Nicole Kidman, Tate Donovan, Juliana Margulies, and it is directed by Neil Burger. He directed Limitless with Bradley Cooper, I think the first Divergent movie, and then the Lucky Ones, where like Rachel McAdams and Michael Pena are like war veterans and they going through some stuff. If you want to get a shout out in my review of Glass, stay tuned to the end of the video to figure out how you can do that. So you got Kevin Hart. He is in a situation, trying to find work, trying to provide for his kid, and you got Bryan Cranston, who is paralyzed from the neck down. Kevin Hart, my bad. He just needs a signature. You lost your job. You trying to, if you got unemployment, you just need proof that you've been applying for jobs. So he just needed that proof. And Bryan Cranston offers him the job to be his caregiver. And it goes on from there. They form this relationship. Kevin Hart is doing literally everything to take care of Bryan Cranston. And, a bond is formed. And I heard about this movie, I think in like 2017. It was supposed to come out maybe in 2017. I think maybe March 2018 of last year, maybe March of last year. And then it got pushed back. It got, taken off of the release schedule. And it just got put in January 2019. And it's Kevin Hart in a dramatic role, in a movie where the topic is serious. And, we know Bryan Cranston is one of the finest actors working today. But my interest in this movie was Kevin Hart in a more serious movie. And he is good in the dramatic scenes, but Kevin Hart in general added so much humor to this movie. It's the chemistry between Bryan Cranston and Kevin Hart and the way they play off of each other that made a lot of stuff funny, like the back and forth between them. Knowing Kevin Hart, there was probably some ad-lib. And their relationship is what drove the movie and had me enjoying this maybe more than I thought I would, laughing 1,000% more than I thought I would. These two people need each other. Like, this is based on a true story. It's been remade a couple times. I don't know the historical events or accuracy, but Kevin Hart, his character, needed to learn how to care for somebody other than himself. And Bryan Cranston needed to have as much fun with life as he possibly could. And I think, Kevin Hart got him to, push his boundaries, He made him uncomfortable in a good way. And Nicole Kidman is super skeptical about hiring Kevin Hart, of course, because she oversees Bryan Cranston's, day-to-day, I guess. She's not really a secretary. They're closer than that. And she even the acting in this movie is what made me love it. People might bash the story, people might bash the predictability. Who cares, man? I watched the movie and I had a good time. I work 40 hours a week. I try to get these reviews out like it's low-key a second job. I am just like anybody watching one of my reviews, man. I do the reviews for y'all, man. I'm more of a dependable source for a movie review than Rotten Tomatoes, for example. Rotten Tomatoes is a bunch of dudes who get paid to critique, so they're gonna try to bash and they're gonna try to talk about the cinematography and the landscape and all this other snobby aspects of a movie, man. Like all these Oscar quality categories and stuff that I don't care about, man. If I had a good time, I'm telling y'all, I had a good time watching this movie. And I had a good time watching The Upside. And even Neil Berger, man, like I haven't seen Divergent. Like I said, I haven't seen The Lucky Ones. I don't know if I said that at the beginning, but I haven't seen The Lucky Ones. I've seen Limitless, and Limitless is good. And this is good too. So, I mean, nothing more really need be said. This is and that's one thing I will say. This movie, at the very beginning, this movie did the exact same thing that Escape Room did, and it swung it back around. Like it brought it back to the scene. Like movies do this all the time. You'll see a scene at the very beginning that takes place at the end, but then they swing it around, and that's not even the end of the movie. And like Escape Room did it, and this did it, and like I enjoyed the way that both movies did that. So with all that being said, man, I think I can say that in my opinion, The Upside is dope. It was sitting at an almost dope for a lot of the movie, and I was just like, dude, I'm having a good time. Like it's some serious business going on, but the chemistry between Bryan Cranston and Kevin Hart is great. Have you seen The Upside? What did you think about it, man? Positive, negative, somewhere in between, man. Let me know. If you want to get that shout out on my Glass review, how much will The Upside make opening weekend, man? Be the first, be the closest. Get your guesses in by noon Central Time Sunday. Within $2 million, of course, higher or lower. I recently posted a review for Escape Room, my most anticipated movies of 2019. My complete Blu-ray collection update that I'm only doing once a year now is on my channel. My favorite movies of 2018, check those out. Like I said, next week I want to see Glass. The week after that, I want to see Serenity with Matthew McConaughey. And then we already gonna be in February, man. Rec League Podcast. Click the subscribe button on that channel, man. Set your reminders. Get a notification for every new episode. Episode 11 is coming. We're gonna talk most anticipated movies. I'm gonna do some NFL playoff updates. It's gonna be fun, man. Look out for that in the next day or two, man. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.